out of the divorce, I got $600,000.
The f-
Yes.
Why?
That was part of our settlement. So I could have taken more, but I didn't, which I'm kind of now regretting a little.
Wait, why could you have taken more and why didn't you?
Well, I could have, because if I were doing like a divorce with like 50-50 split, I would have gotten.
Could you have done 50-50 split?
I could have.
So this was a pretty well-to-do person.
Yes. So I don't know exactly how
prenup?
much I would have. No, he tried to get me to sign a prenup, and then I didn't sign a prenup, and
Oh.
then he tried to get me to sign a postnup, and I didn't sign a postnup.
Posting
So-
up, posting up.
Yes. And so, yeah, we decided in the settlement agreement that I would get $600,000 because I didn't want to take
Why the
more
f-
from
do I
him.
have so much debt here to go through on your end? Where did the $600,000 go? When did you get the $600,000?
2 years ago.
Okay, where the f- is it?
It's gone. Completely gone.
Into where?
Well, I bought a house. And
With the $600,000.
with the
Okay, so it's not gone.
it's not gone. Right.
It's tied up.
So I bought a house that was $330,000 and I bought it like outright. So like it's paid in full. So I
Okay,
don't
so it
have,
goes half the cash.
yes. But then I bought it sight unseen. And so when we
Oh.
entered the
Oh
home,
no.
yeah, I saw the outside because I drove by it. But
Oh, good, you
when
drove
we,
by it.
Yeah, when we entered the home though, it was in shambles. So we had to renovate it completely, like gut job. So we saved some money by tearing everything down ourselves, but the renovation was like $100,000.
What this clip perfectly shows is how women's decision and choice making when it comes to men or things are almost always the same. Whenever they get some huge advantage, they'll more often likely squander it, like this girl did, who basically got a free $600K as like a severance package for not completely divorce raping this guy. And what did she do with it? Wasted it on a broken down house that probably looked good on the outside, but it gave her some happy feelings, so she purchased it without a second thought, but now has to spend all this extra time and money doing renos, where instead of buying a house through feelings, she got a home inspector. And this is more or less how they choose men. They'll pick a guy based on feelings or the tingle, not do any vetting themselves or get any home inspector, which in this case could be any male figure that they have in their lives. And before they know it, they're strapped down with a guy, typically now with a kid over marriage, that needs a lot of home renovations. And instead of $600K they wasted their youth, beauty, and fertility on something no matter how many home renovations you put into it is never going to appreciate. And now you wasted your biggest asset, and unlike money, is never coming back. So you can see a lot of parallels on what women purchase when left to their own devices, and are wasted on things that may look nice from the outside, but really are a bad life choice investment. And whether that's houses or men, it's one and the same. And this woman perfectly illustrates that point by getting lucky with some extremely large settlement, but then wasting it on some garbage asset because it made her feel good. And honestly what most modern women hope to achieve by divorcing some rich guy, taking his money, and then buying a house. So unless you want to be this guy, divorce, she takes a very large and generous chunk of your money and then wastes it on garbage, and then complains that she didn't get enough. The best thing you can do is not get married to them. Otherwise, you may be the next person they're talking about on whatever podcast they're on.